are you? This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. As a general reading for the collective, it may not resonate for everyone, so just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Leo, we are moving out of Aries season. Okay, we're moving into Taurus. That's good because it's about being centered and balanced. It's about what we value, both within and around us out in the world. So really nice shift. Time to get our sea legs under us. And I'm saying that because I pulled your oracle from the Shaman's Dream, and your first card out is card 44, which is a master number. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. But here's what you need to know about this, Leo. This card basically cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if not turbulent time. So you do want to remain centered and balanced. That's why this Taurian energy that we move into on the 20th will be very helpful. And the less you resist this sort of storm that swirls around you, the happier you'll be. One part of the guidebook talks about getting into, if you can see it right here in the chest of this bird, it's the eye of the storm. So you want to get as close to the eye as possible because that's where it will be the calmest. So if there's a lot of stuff going on around you, Leo, swirling around you, let what wants to be ripped away, and don't resist that because you'll be a lot happier for it. It is the perfect storm. The next two cards, cards 58 and card 8, both talk about ego, so give me a second. Don't misunderstand. We have the Vanishing Mirror, which is ego sublimation, and we have Crown Games, right use of power. And I'm feeling like whatever is happening with this storm swirling around you, Leo, it's bringing your attention to how your ego keeps you small, right? So I'm going to start with Vanishing Mirror. When you focus too much on yourself or what's going on with you, when you're all, kind of focused inward, you become a servant of the ego. And I love this little saying, EGO, ego, right? Edge God out. When we're too much a servant of the ego, we edge out God. We edge God out. We edge out the possibility for magic. So or edge out the magic of possibility, however you want to look at it. I feel like this is basically saying it's time to stop looking in the mirror and maybe turn your attention outside because something major is swirling around you and you want to be conscious of it and aware of it. And if you're too absorbed in what your own experience is, you're going to miss what's going on around you. Crown Games, right use of power. If you can, here's a better thing. Let me pose it as a question. Can you see power as a form of currency? And it's a kind of currency that you have to spend very judiciously. You have to use it rightly. That's what this card is about. True power is granted and given from the divine, not from the ego. So both cards are drawing your attention to how ego is playing out in your life to your own detriment. And it may be related to this perfect storm or not, but the storm is giving you the ability to go like, oh, I gotta look outside and around me now. So really interesting oracle for you. And when we are going through a storm, my last postscript, when we're going through a personal storm of any kind, perfect or otherwise, we do get very self-focused, right? Why is this happening to me? What's going on with me? Why am I being misunderstood? Why, it's me, I, me, I, because we're going through something turbulent. And it's very hard to kind of stop and look outside of ourselves for the clues and the magic of possibility. So Someone here needs to hear that message. All right, let's see what's going on for you here, Leo. You could be here as a cross watcher. That's fine. Sometimes the messages come through directly for a cross watcher. As always, remember that, you may need to reverse the energies. That's fine too. I'm just pulling in the energy of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, perfect storm. You're holding on for dear life here. I can kind of feel this Nine of Wands really pushing through something very challenging, but you're exhausted. I don't think you've let anything go yet. I think you're kind of hanging on for dear life here, but you're sort of at the end of your ropes. Yeah, the challenge card is the Eight of Cups. So you may be just at that breaking point. You haven't fully given up yet, and the challenge is, are you ready to let it go? Are you ready to turn your back on the drama? Deep breath, Leo. Deep breath. Underneath is a Seven of Pentacles, so this is letting me know that on some level in your unconscious energy, this has been going on ad nauseum. It's been going on forever and ever and ever. Four of Swords in the past. So some healing has already taken place. That's kind of how it's coming through for me. But you're still hanging on for some reason. You haven't fully let it go. Here's why. Ten of Cups. Oh my God. I know. So what's crowning you is an opportunity for that, look at it, 1, 2, 3, all this emotional comfort, fulfillment, happy, happily ever afters, the arriving at that moment where it's just bliss and nirvana. That's really nice. Yes. Aries got a similar message with the Six of Pentacles, except the Six of Pentacles is what was crowning them. So yeah, this is reciprocity, equal give and take. Somebody who's generous with you, right? Somebody who sort of shows up in the moment and says, hey, wait a minute, let me pick that up for you. Let me take your car in for servicing. Let me get those grocery bags. I know I'm speaking in a very gender role identity way, but we can all relate to those moments when we just want someone to be there and be an equal partner and sort of carry some of the weight of the burden of daily life. Oh my gosh. Okay, message from Spirit is the Tower. So there may be this perfect storm, may be something that changes your perspective. Could be a big paradigm shift. Could be a wake-up call. Hidden energies, Eight of Swords. Somebody's feeling stuck or trapped. Could be in a prison of their own making just by virtue of overthinking every little thing in your hopes and or fears. Jury's out. Two of Swords. Crossroads moment. You're like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to decide here. But you are on some level aware that it's an inside job, that you've got to kind of go within to get the clarity you need about a decision you have to make and how you're going to proceed. And the outcome card is the World. Close out one cycle so a new cycle can begin. Lessons learned. There is freedom in this card. This is Aquarius and Capricorn, the as above and so below of it all. It's ruled by Saturn. Beautiful. Beautiful outcome. Underneath is the Five of Pentacles. So on some level, there's been an energy of rejection, feeling discarded, or on the outside looking in, unable to access the warmth of the connection, perhaps, of your person. Or maybe them of you. That's also possible, since it can all come through reverse. I know. I'm ready for a nap. This is a lot already. All right, so let's see here about the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups. King of Swords, King of Wands, wow. And the Seven of Swords, wow. Well, we've got two kings here. This feels like a power struggle, right? Right use of power. I am feeling perfect storm energy here with this Seven of Swords underneath. Ego sublimation, vanishing mirror, right? We've got two kings. The wise owl and that electrified serpent. King of Swords wants to do the right thing. King of Wands wants what they want when they want it. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. But I feel like the King of Swords in this case is sort of dominating, is sort of winning, because there's something here that feels a little shady. Seven of Swords underneath feels to me like either self-deception or some perception of deception and betrayal, right? King of Swords, Seven of Swords. Swords is all about our thoughts and our perceptions. And I kind of feel like you're just about done with it. You've just about had enough. And the challenge is all around walking away, leaving the drama in the rearview mirror. The question is, are you being honest with yourself about it? Are you perceiving this person's honesty correctly or lack thereof? Whatever it is, you've been going through it for seemingly forever. So let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, Judgment, forgiveness and second chances. There's a lot of love. I feel like you really love this person, but you don't know what's going on. So this little daughter, the daughters are the pages, by the way. This little Page of Swords underneath, it's like you planted the seeds, you've been waiting for things to grow organically, but maybe you just need to check up on it a little bit. I feel like you've got a lot of love in your heart. And you're like, I'm feeling the Queen of Cups energy as more compassionate in this situation, because the card underneath that is Judgment, forgiveness, second chances. Let me hold it that way so you can see the phoenix rising, right? Forgiveness, second chances, redemption. But it's another crossroads card, as is the Two of Swords in your hopes and or fears. So there's something here where you're reaching that point where a decision has to be made about how you're going to proceed and what you're willing to leave behind. Remember when I said with the perfect storm, things may be ripped right out of the, right out of your clutches and carried off to sea. You know how that happens in a storm? And it's usually the thing we most don't want to lose. But I feel like there's something happening here where because you haven't taken any action, Spirit's letting you know, we're going to move it off your path. Four of Swords. Ten of Wands, yeah, you carried it for a long time. The Star, we've got a double hit of healing with the Ten of Wands in between, in the middle of the Star. I feel like there's been a lot of healing done in terms of the heaviness of it, the difficulty. It was definitely like an albatross around your neck. Underneath is the Son of Swords, which is the Knight. And the Knight of Swords is about clearing the air. But because it's underneath, I don't think you got the chance. I don't think you've had the chance. I don't think you've had your say. I don't think that you got the closure or the truth of the situation, whatever it was. It more feels like you didn't get to speak. I could be wrong. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. Oh, this is so nice. Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles again. So look at this sad little Five of Pentacles. It is underneath both times. So this is telling me that this kind of happened a while ago, right? We got the Seven of Pentacles here in your unconscious awareness. This Five of Pentacles energy happened a while ago, but it's right there at the surface. If I scratch you, you're going to bleed the Five of Pentacles. What's crowning you now, though, is really, really beautiful. Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, which is a message of love or apology, but something sincere. And the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters, right? Leaving that drama and turbulence behind, getting through the perfect storm. My gosh, Leo. And so when I look at the double hit of the rainbow here, I'm seeing the rainbow after the perfect storm. It's lifting. What's the storm about? Not feeling valued, maybe feeling abandoned, rejected, devalued on some level. But I love this for you. I am so happy to see this beautiful energy crowning you. It's so optimistic, and it's the opposite. It is you not, in the absence of resistance of the storm. It's like you're not resisting. You're kind of letting it wash over you. And a little fading rose there, but having hope and optimism for something better. I know, oh my gosh. Six of Pentacles. In the near future, yes, you can envision it in the future. You can. Four of Pentacles, yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is really nice. Ten of Pentacles to me is about longevity. Going the distance. Hit and pay dirt. Everything kind of lines up for you in 3D. And that's underneath. So it's something that you're envisioning. We have the Six of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. There's the envisioning of the future, the anticipation of it. It is a card of manifestation, but we've got this Four of Pentacles here. There's something that's all tied up very tightly that you either can't let go of, won't let go of. And it also feels like it's got a little guardedness to it. It's just being held very tightly. So I almost feel like you have an expectation that you haven't let go of, that this beautiful energy of some kind of reciprocity and generosity comes in for you, and that will be the payoff. That will be the proof is in the pudding kind of energy for you. So let's see what Spirit's trying to say with this Tower. Excuse me. Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah, you've been stuck. You're overthinking things. Four of Cups. You're unhappy here. There's emotional distance. Kind of a missed opportunity with, look at the butterfly in the chrysalis here, right? That is the Eight of Swords, sort of being in a prison of your own making. You kind of are overthinking things. Unable to take the next best step forward, or unsure of what it is, but you're not happy with things as they are. So Spirit's saying, it's time for it to go and for you to move on. Chariot. And move away from what no longer serves you. So I almost feel like Spirit's telling you this perfect storm is coming, and it's being sent on purpose to kind of, yes, because I didn't even notice this in the hidden energies, is the Eight of Swords. So that's either you or them, or maybe both of you. Somebody is all tied up in knots here. Overthinking, lots of self-doubt. Eight of Swords and the hidden energy. Holy crap, can't make it up. Feel like this is both of you. You're totally mirroring each other. Totally mirrored each other. Eight of Swords, Tower, Tower, Eight of Swords. And you may be missing an opportunity to have that moment of victory. Chariot. Let's see the rest of the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, and underneath this Temperance. So in the hidden energy, what the Tower does is it shakes this person who's in the Eight of Swords for this part of the reading. I think you're here, and I think your divine counterpart is in the hidden energy. Once Spirit wakes them up, Ace of Pentacles, brand new energy coming in, new beginning, right? Something more solid, stable, committed, abundant. Temperance underneath suggests that some measure of the wisdom of patience to know that all the energies come into flow and balance. So I do feel like this person, their energy will shift. They'll be all about, and it could be happening right now for all I know, they'll be all about, coming in with an offer, something that's more stable and grounded, but they're not going to act on impulse. Temperance is about self-control and restraint. So I do feel it's something that they will feel is worth waiting for and making sure that the timing is right, which kind of also goes with that King of Swords. The King of Swords and the King of Wands can be this same person, right? It could just be like you're about to give up, and this person's trying to, like they're in an inner battle with their wisdom and their intellect and reasoning and logic and strategy versus what they want to do in the moment, King of Wands. And I feel like they're being tempered here. Two of Swords in your hopes or fears. Two of Pentacles. There's the Emperor and the Empress. Oh, guys, so I'm looking at a beautiful twin flame connection here. We've got the Emperor and the Empress. I love the sun and the moon. Two of Pentacles. Gotta tell you, I groove on this card every time I see it because the butterfly is so unexpected, but it feels like it's related to this energy, right? We've got you all tied up here, in a prison of your own making. But when you finally break free, you've got decisions to make. You got to weigh realities on the ground. Life looks very different once you break out of that chrysalis, and you got wings. So the two twos here are telling me that in your hopes and or fears, there's a decision that has to be made. I think you're hoping that when you weigh those realities on the ground, Two of Pentacles, that you will still be intact as a twin flame unit. That they will take the action that's needed and you will be there to receive them with unconditional love, the compassion of the Queen of Cups, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm seeing more hope than fear. And the world, Wheel of Fortune, perfect. Three of Swords, I kind of feel it's coming out reversed. Ace of Wands, a whole new beginning, reigniting the torch of passion. Yes, Leo, it's happening. The world will move in your favor, as will the Wheel of Fortune. Endings and new beginnings, closing out the difficult cycle, the painful cycle here. The wheel finally moving in your favor. Ace of Wands underneath, that whole new beginning, a divine gift of inspired passion. I feel like you'll be inspired, or they will, or you both will. So before I tell you who showed up here energetically, There is a link below, and it's all going to be, I'm feeling about the divine masculine. If you're here as a feminine, could be reversed, but I'm feeling that I'm talking to a feminine here more than anything, regardless of your sign. So I'll be looking at how they show up in the reading, how they see the situation or what they're thinking about it, how they think about you, see you, feel about you, and their intentions towards you going forward. And I'll close out with some oracle as well as a message from Spirit. So who showed up here? We've got the King of Swords and the King of Wands. We've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Judgment is Scorpio. We have the Star is Aquarius. We've got, what else? Tower is Aries. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The Tower again, more Aries. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. Emperor again, Aries, Empress, Taurus, and Libra. We are moving into Taurus season, so that's important. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune is more Sagittarian energy. Lots of Sag showed up. Wow. So if this resonated for you and you want to explore what's going on with your person, the link to the extended is below. I'll see you over there. Otherwise, stay well, Leo, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.